Welcome to 90 days. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this 90-day one and leave it for a while, but thought I'd just give you an update. So I ended up having to see a therapist because I just wasn't sure if what I was doing was relieving the pain and mending the condition. When I saw the therapist, he pretty much gave me the same exercises, roughly what I was doing, as you can see here. But what else he did was he gave me some dry needling. You put some needles in there and tweaking them, jiggling them, and it's supposed to activate your brain into healing that area quicker than it normally would. It's not really comfortable. It's quite discomfortable, uncomfortable. But apparently it's supposed to work pretty quickly. We'll see what happens. So it's only been a few days. I've got to go back in a week's time. In the meantime, said to avoid using my arm too much, like in weight stuff, which was what I was going to do anyway. And he's given me these exercises. So those, what do you call those, with the bands, like they rotate in a particular direction to strengthen the inner forearm muscle. Same with this one, you're just doing these little curls, keep the elbows flat along the bench. And as you curl, just slightly, pronate your wrists that way as well. So about 3 sets of 10 for each of those exercises. And another one is just to grab a ball and just sort of squeeze it for about 30 seconds and repeat that whole process about 3 times, I suppose, 3 sets. So hopefully that'll work, because I want to get back into the weights as soon as I can. So I don't feel like I'm losing muscle tone, because I thought I was getting somewhere. Yesterday I also had a bit of a neck massage and shoulder massage because I had an issue with my neck for the last 10 days, about the same period of time, funnily enough, and it was aggravating my sleep. And I just went to one of those shopping centre massage places, you know, those Chinese ones. Oh man, it was pretty good. I've got to say, it was pretty good. He found the exact spot where the knots were and he smoothed it all out, and it initially hurt, but then as he kept going, it just loosened it right up, and I had a pretty good sleep last night. I must admit I was a bit impressed. So, and I also did, while I was in the shopping centre, a bit confusing this. You don't have to do it this particular way. You can hook it up to something and then just pull it that way, but I'm just doing it this way. And while I was in the shopping centre, I did a free blood pressure check, and it was fine. I had weaned off some medication recently over the last couple of months, which I thought might have affected it, but it hasn't. I was going to mention exercising in winter, which can be an issue because who wants to go out in the cold? But I'm going to go for a ride today. It's beautiful temperature here. Celsius is going to be about 17. Even that could be slightly too warm for me. I like it around 14 because I seem not to have to worry about taking off and putting on any layers. It just seems just perfect. If anything, my hands might get a little bit cool, but I've got a different set of winter gloves that I've put on, and they work pretty good. But another thing about winter is you don't want to be cooped up inside. I mean, if that's all you can do, that's fine. Get on your treadmill, do an exercise in the home, that's fine. People don't want to expose themselves to the world, that's all right. But if you can manage it, get outdoors in the sunshine, whether you're around people or not, just get outdoors in the nature if you can. I don't know if you can hear the birds making all that noise, but it's nice to hear the animals. But another thing is, if you go to places like a lake or something you can walk around, and there might be other people there, it's sort of inspiring just to seeing all these other people just getting out there and doing stuff, and you just feel like, oh yeah, I'm one of them. I'm out there doing stuff, and you feel good about yourself. And people are usually friendly, wave hello, give each other a smile or whatever. You feel like you're in some sort of club, all trying to keep fit, which is good, because it sort of is a club, isn't it? You're out there, you're one of the cohort of people that's trying to look after themselves, and not just sitting around doing nothing and letting your body go to waste. I sort of mentioned there about sort of losing the gains I had, and that can be a little bit demoralising in some ways, or demotivating to have a period of downtime where you can't do much about it. But you know what? Unless you're a person that is going for a competition or some sort of event or whatever, does it really matter? It doesn't matter. You're just doing it for yourself anyway. So really, you're taking a few steps back. You just continue on, just keep doing something, like I would keep saying. Obviously, if you're completely incapacitated, you just can't do much, can you? But maybe just exercise your mind. So I try not to let it demotivate me. I used to. It used to demotivate me, but it's just a different part of life now. You just say, okay, well, I couldn't do that for a while. So so be it. I'll just get back into it when I can, and just keep working, because it's just a journey, isn't it? It's a journey. You're just trying to improve your lifestyle, your overall feeling about life. So just do what you can. Don't let it beat you. Just keep going. Right, as soon as I finish this third set, I'm going to hop on that bike and go out for a couple of hours, I guess. Should be good. So just keep going. Another thing is drink plenty of water. People say that all the time, drink plenty of water. I wasn't much of a water drinker. I didn't like just drinking water. But I found the more exercise I'm doing, water's actually quite refreshing, and it does taste good after a while. I don't know why I didn't like it in the past, but I don't know. I'm a bit of a sweet tooth, but so water hasn't really done it for me in the past. I used to drink a lot of cordial, like diet cordial, just to have a little tinge of flavour to the water. But to be honest, I've sort of gone off that now. I just drink water. When I go riding, I drink quite a bit of water. Your body obviously needs water, and every little corpuscle, every little disc in your body, every little part that absorbs water needs that water to fully, expand, especially your discs in your spine and stuff like that. That was probably one reason I've got an issue with my spine, because I wasn't much of a drinker when I was younger. I'm just thinking that out loud now. Maybe that was one of the causes. I was never much of a drinker of water. So drink a lot of water. Anyway, time to go for a ride. I'll catch you soon. Yeah, so I went for a ride all right, but I didn't get too far. Didn't even get 7 kilometres before I had a bit of a mishap. The chain had snapped for some reason, and got caught up in the derailleur somehow, and anyway, that's all been mangled up, and I couldn't fix it. I could fix a snapped chain, but I can't fix a busted derailleur. So anyway, called a friend of mine, and he came up and picked me up, and we took the bike straight to the shop, and they've already fixed it. Since I've started this video, they've already fixed it. So I'll go collect it tomorrow. So I only got to do 25 minutes worth. So that was so short for the day's exercise. I'm out walking. dusk evening walk. Might see some kangaroos. And it's funny how things turn out, because as it happens, he was happy to come and pick me up because he needed a favour anyway to ask me. So we spent the afternoon together working on some photos and stuff. Anyway, worked out well. Keep doing stuff. See you next time.